Another controversial issue that has come up, and this has got to do with the Qutub Minar. This is an India Today exclusive. We're showing you Qutub's truth from history that shows ancient proof of Hindu past of Qutub Minar. India Today has accessed 1871 British Raj ASI report that seeks to settle the Qutub debate. The report says Lakshmi idols, Hindu pillars and Anantnag in Qutub Minar mosque were found. The British report says pillars erected by Hindu King Prithviraj has been there. This is a never seen before British era Qutub fact check.
The report mentions that earlier it was not a mosque. All the evidences shows that it was a temple, and the evidences were hidden by the Muslims, and then they had set up a mosque over there just above the temple.
Quite likely that the corridor and the domical structure over it, the trabeate kind of domical structure, they are the elements of Hindu temple architecture that exist over there. But the core area, the sanctum sanctorum or the mukh mandap or vestibule and things like that, the core elements of the temple existing within that area, somewhere near the iron pillar, that whole area, the surface is all covered, so we cannot say. But the corridor as such, which we see, is the existing one, and now it is part of Quwaitul Islam Mosque, but quite likely it might be of the temple.
Anisha Mathur is getting us more details on that. Anisha, I just wanted to recap. This matter is in Delhi's Saket Court, and take us to the developments as far as this particular case, the Qutub Minar case, is concerned.
Well, Snehal, we need to and make sure that we see the legal differences in all of these matters. In the Qutub Minar case, the petition has been filed again by a group of Hindu devotees and Jain devotees saying that this entire premises was built using the demolished remains of 27 Hindu and Jain temples. Now, on the other side is not a Muslim petitioner. On the other side is the Archaeological Survey of India, which is a government agency, which is saying that there has been no worship in that place, that is the Qutub Minar premises, for the last 800 years. More importantly, the ASI is saying that for the last more than 100 years, this has been a protected monument where neither Hindus nor Muslims have been allowed to worship, and now asking for the right to worship or asking for restoration of those demolished temples is not possible, because this is a protected area and you can't suddenly demand a right over a protected area which is under the Archaeological Survey. What is also interesting, and what the guest that we just heard also said, is that yes, the ASI has admitted, and there is no doubt about the fact that there are remains of Hindu gods and goddesses, Jain Tirthankars, there are religious Hindu and Jain religious symbols all over the premises, and it is in fact an inscription in the Qutub Minar premises itself that the Quwaitul Islam Mosque was built using the demolished remains of these temples. But what the ASI is now saying is, yes, this happened 800 years ago, but now you cannot get it back. You cannot say that you rebuild that temple or you demolish that mosque, because no one has touched that place for 800 years, and for the last 100+ years it has been a protected monument. It is a protected heritage structure, and that is why neither Hindus nor Muslims can claim a right to worship there. Now, whether the petitioners of course are saying that no, since 800 years ago there was a temple, since it is an admitted fact that the temple was demolished, therefore we want that temple to be restored. We are not saying that you demolish the minar itself, we are saying that the premises should be turned into a temple. The ISI in its argument in the Saket court yesterday, and even the judge yesterday, has questioned, how can you say that an 800-year-old monument, a preserved monument of the Archaeological Survey, something that is a heritage site, how can you ask for that to be changed and returned to a temple? particularly when the ASI says, and that is what our guest right now also said, that we don't know which temple was where. We don't know whether those temples were actually at that spot or were those remains brought from other areas. We don't know whether the iron pillar was also at that spot or was it moved, because it is a fact of Indian history
Yes,
that the
Anisha.
conquerors have demolished temples, they have moved structures around. So a lot has been said by the ASI, and now it remains to be seen what the court is going to say. Back to you.
Anisha Mathur getting us all of those details. The ASI has made its arguments in court already. Anisha, I'm thanking you for the moment. Well, the mandir-masjid showdown in Karnataka's Mangaluru is escalating. Hindu group VHP is going to perform a puja near the disputed site. According to the BJP MLA, Bharat Shetty, Hindu rituals will be performed near the site by locals to see if there's any power in the mosque. BJP has also demanded a proper investigation by the Archaeological Survey of India. Meanwhile, Section 144 has been imposed for 500 meters around the masjid till the 26th of May 8 am. A survey has been demanded after a Hindu temple-like architectural design was purportedly found underneath an old mosque during its renovation. Hindu groups claim the temple existed at the site before the mosque was built.
There was an incident while renovating one of the masjid, the Juma Masjid near Tenkavulipadi Grama, Malalipet. There were like some structures similar to temples were found, and there were like some issue created within. Police and local revenue officials, they handled the situation. We conducted a cursory meeting, and even the masjid management committee, they have assured us they are like fighting that case in the court. Whatever rituals conducted by whatever organization, there we don't have to like hold it in a legal perspective. All these things will be looked after in the court. Court will take the appropriate decision.
One thing is the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal have taken a stay on the demolition process. They have taken a stay on the demolition process. They have said the demolition should not take place and a proper investigation should be done. My stand as an MLA is also I am also of the same view that a proper survey by the archaeological department should be done. Every time you say a mosque is built or a temple, you go and hide behind the 1991 Place of Worship Act. No, it is not we. It is not like I am doing it or one organization doing it. This is the local wanted to do Tambula Prashne. We can't go and tell don't do it because it's a part of a culture here. It's a part of a belief system and they want to do it.
Our Karnataka is a global state. We all are living and there is no issues which have to be reckoned up. They are unnecessary because of the election. They are taking all these of issues in the coastal area and in the entire state. Chief Minister is in Davos. He is signing agreements with various minority institutions where other friends to come and participate here. Now, I think this BJP outfits are creating a lot of problems. It is a very big damaging to the state.
All these controversies are being manufactured by fringe elements just to polarize the society, polarize the state, and this is totally unwarranted. The BJP and their allies, they are involved in all these things. I condemn it.
Shija is getting us more details from Mangaluru. Shija, in fact, as far as the situation is concerned, unfortunately, there is a possibility that there could be some disturbances vis-a-vis law and order, and for that the administration is taking the necessary steps. But the sentiment really is that all of this is being done keeping an eye on polarization and the electoral benefits of it, isn't it?
Yes, this question was earlier asked to many of the VHP leaders actually. However, they were clearly said that there is no politicization of this entire thing. They have taken it on their hands and they say that it is just a matter, social matter, and we want justice for Hindu sects because there are many temples around this area which is which has been hidden and it was been been known in the Daiva Aradhane, that is one kind of a puja held in coastal districts. So during this time, there were saying that there were many temples which was there earlier, but it was not found right now. So these people, Bajrang Dal and Vishwa Hindu Parishad strongly believes that these temples are right now inside the, beyond the mosques. So many such, whatever is going on, it will be taken as a campaign further, and all the, mosques which has been built above the temple in the past will be retained. So this is what they say. There is no politicization according to them. Even MLA of this area is also cleared that some groups like Congress and JDS is trying to put it as a agenda for the upcoming election, but that was not the truth according to them.
All right, Shrija, I'm thanking you for the moment. That's a story that is developing in Mangaluru. We'll keep coming back to you for more on that.